Hi, Mattbot. Hi. Good day to you. I don't know what time of day it is right now. I woke up like an hour ago. um, Good day works, yeah. Good day. I'll turn British. Ugh. Sorry, my nose is so fucking stuffed this morning. I have no idea why. I say morning like it's not 12:30 in the afternoon. Ugh. Oh, the bonk sound is. One sec. I need to update what that is called later. The bonk only works for tits now, for Twitch integrated throwing system. So when do it again in a minute. It's a good song, by the way.
Hey, jingle jingle, pay attention.
Oh.
Pay attention. I said your favorite word.
Ah! Jingle, jingle. Jingle, jingle. Laga, palaga. Okay. We gotta let the song play. And also we gotta get through the ad break. And then I'll start proper. Just about. Don't worry, chat. I'm just getting ready for stream. Oh, we are not listening to this song. Absolutely not. This is like depression central. We are not listening to Achilles Come Down today. We are happy stream. We are full of joy, chat. No, why is my internet dying? Please, please. Oh, okay. Okay. No, oh my god, my internet is so bad right now. I'm so nervous. I need the internet to not be bad for 5 minutes. Okay. Alright, we're gonna turn this down now. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started.
Hello, chat. Hello.
I know, I'm actually streaming more frequently, and the ad break just started. And that is what we call really great timing. Anyways. Hello, chat. Yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, things I need to update everyone about. But honestly, I can't really think of anything. I've got the throwing system working. So if you want to throw stuff, feel free. My stream might be a little choppy today, so just please bear with me if some frames drop here and there. I'm sorry. I don't know what's up with my internet today, but it's just a little choppy. But that's okay. That's okay. We live, we love, we lie. Today we're going to be working on a couple of things. I've got about 3 commissions I want to get through. 2 of them... I got bonked. Wait, where's my bonk sound? One sec. Where's my bonk sound? Why is there no bonk audio? One moment, chat. I need to fix that. Why is there no audio? Why is there no sound? Sound. Where's the sound? I know you can play sound. Where's the sound? No, it used to work. I'm gonna cry. I will start crying. I will burst into tears right now. This is the model options. I don't understand. Oh, God. On bonk. Start on bonk. Me add? Can me add? Me copy? Me copy? Me add? SFX? Bonk? I can't fucking hear it though. Alright. I'm gonna try this real quick because I don't think it's gonna work. But I need this to work.
Hello, Kip.
Sorry. I'm trying to get tits to work. You've acquired soup though. That's good. It doesn't want to bonk noise. Chat, we're just gonna have silent bonks. I'm sorry. Until I can get this working, I think we're stuck in the silent bonk jail. Let me try one more thing. I can't promise this will work, but... What the fuck? We're gonna try it one more time. And if it doesn't work this time, chat, we're getting no bonks. It's not even working now. Chat. If I commit a crime. Cult of the Lamb is so good. It's not even working now, by the way, chat. I don't even know what I did. Copy. Delete. On hit. Paste. Okay. Right. And then we go here. And then we do that. And then we do this. And then we make sure that it's yep.
Yippee!
Okay. Silent bonk time. I'm sorry, chat. I'm so sorry. Oh! What just happened? Did someone redeem something and I just didn't see it? Because I know what that was. Because I just set that up today. And I was about to tell everyone about it. Who did it? Who did it, chat? Who did it? Who did that? I'm scared. Alright. Thank you, Soul, for sharing the love bomb. So we have a new redeem. It is a more expensive redeem because it is a lot. And it is the love bomb. Thank you for the bonk. Bonk. Soul. So the love bomb throws a bunch of hearts at me. So you're welcome. It was me, trust. I do trust, you know, I do trust you. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start drawing. Stop bonking me. Stop bonking me. I can't.
Stop it! Stop it! I can't work in these conditions.
So this is a commission for Kaz. I can't work in these conditions. I was supposed to have it done like a month ago, but like I'm in college, so life is crazy. We can't hear the noises? What? 1 second. I know what the issue is. 1 second. 1 moment. 1 moment. Because I can hear it, so I know it's not broken. Properties. Right. It's... Well, the bonk isn't working, noise-wise. Let me turn up the tits audio. That's a little loud. Chad, do we feel like that's an appropriate amount of noise? Back to work, art slave. Back to work with you. We don't care about what else you're doing today. Get back to work. That's what you guys sound like. Where's the one where we just throw stuff at you? I might actually have not enabled it. Let me see. Because I had to disable it for another stream. Yeah, let me go enable that real quick. Stop barking at me! I can't focus under these conditions. I'm gonna go back to just chatting because I'm pretty sure this will open on the wrong stream. Oh, no, we're good. I can go back to the normal one. Alright. Give me the Don't say that. Don't. There's a lot of things you could have said. And you chose to say, give me the tits. I want you to know that that's what you chose. You chose that. You decided that. Okay, it should be working now. Is it? Can you just throw stuff now? Sound is gone again. The bonk sound doesn't work. I don't know what the issue is, but it doesn't work right now. Give me 1 second. I will try to fix it again. Oh, wrong button. Bonk. Event manager. SFX. We're just gonna have the default sound play for bonk. Because the bonk sound, it's not. She's not working. Sounds? Yeah, the bonk sound I think just isn't working today. So we're gonna try and have that go. Mode bonk, aim. Alright. Nope. Still hates me. Still doesn't want to work. Okay. Well. Like I said, I think you guys might just be cursed for silent bonks. Which sucks a lot. So I might end up turning off this trigger for the day. So you guys can just... If you bonk, it'll be something else. I don't know. I'll keep it on just so you guys can have the visual joy of throwing something at me. But just so you know, there's no. Yes, I know. I turned off the set so I can. So, I'm working on things. I love my husband, but sometimes I have to tell him I'm working on things. Oh shit, you guys can't see the music now. Wait, what the fuck? Where's the... Why can't you see the music? Why is it all the way over there? What the hell is happening? What the fuck is... What is happening? Chat, I'm a little overwhelmed. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. It's working fine on everything else. I love bombing you. Please don't bomb me. I don't like being bombed. Everything's working now. It's okay. I'm scared. I'm afraid. Okay. Now, after 20 minutes, we'll actually get into the drawing part of this stream. So this is the first commission I'm working on, mister. I like it, but I think I'm gonna like redo a couple things. I'm gonna go over it and clean up the sketch a little bit, just a little, just cause as much as I like it, I feel like the sketch is pretty messy. Oh, that is not the color I like. The sketch is a little messy, and I don't particularly like how messy it looks. Art stream, more like fart stream. You... I feel like whenever I have the throwing system on, you guys have too much power. It's just objectively too much power. Just objectively. I know you guys like having the power. But I don't know if I like you guys having the power. But it's too late. I've already given you all a taste, so... Chad, do I art or Fallout? I don't know. I'm a terrible... Yippee. I'm not entirely sure what I'd pick right now. He's just making noise now. Okay. Ooh, New Vegas. Yeah. Remember, you do have to install mods for it to run without crashing on Windows 10 and 11. And you can't just run it on the Windows 7 thing. It's a whole thing. But there's plenty of tutorials online. If you are curious, or if you don't really give that much of a fuck. Yeah, I like this much better. This feels like a lot more clear emotion here. Also, song requests are open. They should be working. Keyword should, because I did not test before stream. Because I could not be bothered. Okay. Sorry I'm not talking much. I realize when I draw, I just kind of go silent. Um, but I feel really bad for how long this commission has been taking. So I was like, if I stream commission making, then I will actually finish it instead of getting distracted by homework and other things that are less pertinent because this person did pay. And I feel horrible because it's taken a really, really long time. And I mean, I have another, if you can't tell, I have another 2 commissions. I don't know if I like this line art, but I might keep the line art and just color it differently because I did already do it. It's not actually all that bad. It's just a bit different than the line art I usually do because it was made on Procreate. But it's definitely not bad. I do like it. I don't know. Whenever I'm done with this, I'll probably start on that one. Well, I'll start on this one because this one doesn't even have line art, and also I love it. Also, this is me legitimately just sketching over another sketch that I already made because I just decided I didn't like it that much anymore. Oh yeah, that's significantly better. That is an overconfident prince hitting on someone. Let's go. And a lot of male corsets tend to lace on the sides or the front, so I'm gonna have him with side laced corsetry on because he's a prince. Yeah, that's. I don't like this arm. This arm is just not the way it should be. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's the kind of guy that you'd get hit on in a fucking tavern with. Yep, there we go. And then I'm gonna go over this again, but with a much thinner brush. Because this is just, like, basically rough blocking. He's a lot sharper and angular. There we go. I've got a really bad habit of giving every single, like, bad boy character I have, like, a cute, dainty little ear piercing. There we go. Yeah, that is why I don't like it anymore. I just don't like the way the face is. That should be a little. Yeah, that's better. Oh, wait, what? So Morgan shared the game where there's a couple colored blocks and you have to find the one with a different shade. Press play forgot Colors Hate Me and failed the first one. You are colorblind, yeah, that is true. That would make that game very, very difficult. I guess maybe only in certain circumstances it would be difficult because, you know, fucking how color works and color blindness works. But yeah, that's very silly. I hate purples. Purple is gorgeous. I love purple. Nothing wrong with a purple. Sorry, Chad. I gotta focus really hard when I'm drawing, like, these sorts of, rounded things, like cups and shit. Colting my lamb till I of the... Yeah. True. So true. I love colting my lamb. She colt on my lamb till I, yeah. She colt on my lamb, actually. She just colt on my lamb. If I tell you this is drowning. I might swap playlists, because this playlist is very specific vibe-wise, and it's not the most cozy stream friendly. There's a perfect 50-50 of what to stream right now. Oh no, earlier it was in favor of Katamari. Let me step a little bolder. Choose between being a butcher or a pauper. 9 votes for 9 votes. Wow, both at the same time? Exactly. Hello, I always want to call you like something different. I'm gonna call you I'm just gonna call you Lord, because I don't want to.
Hi, Stella.
Yes, I will also just call you Stella, because that is the easiest option here. Stella's God now. Why is Stella God? What did Stella do? Is there anything particular they did? Or is it just, you know, godhood granted? Yeah, I think I like this sketch a lot more than the other one I did, even though it's like barely different. It is different enough that I prefer it for sure. Being a salesman or a soldier. Curse Minnesota, bro. Actually,
Kip, are you watching? Kipperton? Kipperson? Kip, please?
are you watching? Can you send me the commission you did for Kaz, so I can just steal the colors, because I don't remember the colors and I'm too embarrassed to ask. Soul's gotten really into this throwing shit at me game. How many channel points do you have, Soul? How many channel points do you have? Because it seems like a lot. Very true. So how many channel points do you have? Can I check? I cannot check how many channel points you have. So, Please share with the class. How many channels? I will sign into your account and check. I will do it. Oh, why would I do that, bro? You would share because I asked really nicely. You need the code from my phone. Can't get it. Sent you the flat and shaded version. I'm just gonna take the flat. You sent me the flat twice, but that's fine. That's all I wanted. Ow! Ow! Okay. Chat, this is the one that Kip did. Isn't it amazing? It's really good. I am just going to like base the colors off of this though, because I may or may not have forgotten what the colors were supposed to be. So I swear to God, don't look at that. It's just I just need it for the colors. I just need it for the colors. Don't even worry about it. Why am I acting like this is the final product? I still need to go over it one more time for line art. My God. I guess it's gonna be a warmer toned piece. So we can go over it since it's like blue and red. Opposites attract. You and your 50 sketches against the world. It don't even. Do you want to see what's really funny about that? Is I always do at least one sketch and then I go over it with line art, or I do 2 sketches and then I go over it with line art. I sketch until it looks right, okay? I sketch until it looks about how I want to do it, because I like sketching in bigger brushes, and as you can see, you know, there's a lot of detail lost in those bigger brushes, so then I can go in and I can figure out where exactly to put the detail that I want when I go over it with the... Oh my gosh, thank you for the gifted. Holy shit. Thank you. Oh my gosh. What the fuck? All I'm doing here is yapping about how many sketches I draw. Look at how fluffy his hair is now. See? Like, comparatively, it just helps me, like, feel a little looser with my detailing. Posture check. Unfortunately, I am at the best posture I will get, because I'm drawing with my tablet in my lap so I can just look up. Like, shut up. Shut up. Guys. Can I get through a sentence without someone throwing something at me? I swear to God. I guess not. Fuck. Thank you so much for the gifted, by the way. I'm so grateful whenever... Don't guise us, it's literally just soul. I wish there was a way to, like, ban someone from using their channel points. So I could ban him. He doesn't need to be using channel points right now. Ah. I need to get a sign for my bedroom door that says I'm streaming, please don't talk to me, so my parents don't, like, accidentally run in. Terrible modding. Accidental pin of shame. Oh no. Wait, what? Did that get rid of... Is the normal pen that I put up there still there? Is it? Chat. Kip killed the old pen? Oh no. Okay, well... If someone comes in and they don't know how to use the song request bot, I will simply explain, because I'm lazy. And I don't feel like putting it back up. You know, I do feel like listening to a different playlist, but not that different. Just one with a bit more hosier. I don't know what has possessed me these past, like, few days, but I've definitely been wanting to be more creative. Okay, right by my door. My parents have a really bad habit of just talking very loudly right by my door, and the house is not very well um, insulated. Just what's up with that? Yeah, like I've felt really creative and inspired these past few days. I know, I love it so much. If you actually redeem a hydrate real quick. Just watch this. It's so cute. It's so cute. Devote. Okay, you can't really tell, but it's all the new emote. Oh, I hate those eyelashes. Yeah, it's all the new emote. I think that's my favorite emote, but if you guys want to get a closer look, I do have Sleepy, my baby, Hi, and Heart. All here. Bruh, another ad. I don't know. I just have it on the default. It's been 40 minutes since the last, 35 minutes about since the last one. They play about every 30 minutes. I might turn it up because, I don't know. It's not like I make any money from them. I make like 20 cents. 20 cent on the dollar. I'm immune to ads now. Ha ha ha. Welcome to Rich People Town, I guess. What do we do in Rich People Town? Do we make fun of the poors? I don't really want to do that. That's not funny. What do we do in Rich People Town? What do we talk about in Rich People Town? What do rich people do in their free time? Don't answer that. Yeah, I have to hit the pay threshold, unfortunately. I'm not anywhere close to the pay threshold right now. It's so funny when I do stream and then I randomly get like to the pay threshold and I'm like, what the fuck? One day my hand is gonna break. Maybe. What an odd thing to say. Why do you say that today when I punch a wall? Oh yeah. Yeah, you know, the great thing about American houses is that it's all drywall, which means it's really super duper easy to break. Um, like it's barely even a wall. It feels like cardboard. I've seen drywall being installed. It looks like cardboard. Cardboard houses in America. So you can just, punch a wall, and if it's drywall, it probably will break, and your hand will be fine. Maybe a little sore. But, not ridiculously. How do I feel about those eyelashes? I like them. Okay. I'm English. Yeah, you guys live in brick houses and old houses, and my my wall is made of wall. No, because when I visited Germany, I literally, it was so embarrassing. I was like, Kip, why is your wall so thick? Kip, why are your walls so thick? What the fuck? And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, thank you, soul. And I was like, your walls, they're really thick. And he was like, no, they're not. This is normal. And I was like, that's crazy. I didn't believe it. I thought it was just maybe some German houses had really thick walls, Not all of them. Your fucking European windows also shook me, but that was more embarrassing because it was in your school and you just fucking So I went to Kip's school, okay? And for any Americans who are here, European windows are really weird. They go a few directions, okay? So they can go Okay, so you know Americans, our windows, they slide up. So, you know, you push the window up and it does the thing, right? Right. We all know that. We all know that because we're awesome. In Germany, the windows have three directions. They lean. Why? Okay. And they swing. They swing. They just. I feel like there was three. There was a third direction, wasn't there? Or am I insane? They swing open and they lean. I don't know. I thought there were three. Am I stupid? I don't know. They lean, okay? The first thing is they lean. And I thought it was gonna fall on me. Because there were these huge fucking windows. And I'm talking like fucking majestic, beautiful windows with massive, excuse me, sir, massive curtains, okay? Yeah, in his school, the windows fucking rotate. It's weird. And they were these fucking massive windows. And people just had them open in the middle of class. And I was like, you can't do that. You can't do that in America. You're not allowed to. You can't open the windows during class. That's illegal. It's not illegal, but you can't open the windows in a school. And I freaked out because I was like, what the hell? Yeah, the windows don't open in schools. If we want to escape like a shooting or something, we have to break it with a chair. I'm not even joking. Like, I had teachers say, "Hey, if there's a shooting, we're going to break the windows with a chair." Oh god. Terrifying. The indos. Yeah, they make you open the indos. That lip too big. Lip too big. Okay. Yeah, his neck too thick. That's what it is. Ah! Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate my, what's the word? My love bomb. Truly appreciated. Actually, this is gonna be less boned since it is just a shirt. The lacings probably wouldn't have that much reinforcement. I wanted to be. I really like fashion. So when I was first getting into history, I was super into fashion history. Like, so into fashion history. It was like one of my favorite things to learn about. And it still definitely is, but like in a different way for sure. Instead of being like, oh, the history is so interesting, I'm like, oh wow, the techniques, the methods, the ways we save these things, the preservation of clothing. And I still love like fashion history though, to the point where sometimes I can't like take certain historical fantasies or like historical movies seriously because I'm like, come on, we both know they weren't wearing that. We all know they weren't dressing that way. Let's not pretend they were. That looks horrible. Okay. But that's a big issue I have with a lot of historical dramas is like sometimes okay. I was like, huh, why can't I see my eraser? 2000. Um, where sometimes it's straight up just like they use inaccuracies to tell a story, right? Which is, I totally am fine with that. I'm totally fine. Like, if there is a reason that you are being inaccurate and it's to greater, like, to make the story better, I'm not complaining. 10 out of 10. Keep it up. But if you're just gonna be inaccurate for the sake of being inaccurate, like some fucking Bridgerton costumes are just like ugly and don't tell a story. But a lot of them also are beautiful and do tell a story and are not period accurate. I'm sorry to shatter anyone's love of Bridgerton, but those costumes are not historically accurate. That waistline has been getting less and less historically accurate the more the seasons go on. Especially in this most recent season. That makes no sense. That is not Regency era, but what do I know? Because, one sec, I'm gonna go on a mini tangent again. So, in the Regency era, okay, so you know how in the modern era, or contemporary, I'm not gonna say modern, the contemporary era, we have like a thing for like hourglass shapes, right? So, boop, boop, boop. Yay! This is the beauty ideal in general. This is me speaking in general. So we have a lot of clothing that accentuates this. We have undergarments that accentuate this, okay? But in Regency times, it was considered more beautiful to have a higher waistline on clothing. So this also happened in the 60s. So in the Regency era, women would not wear corsets. They did not wear corsets. They wore stays, which do not accentuate the bosom, but they do provide support. But they don't accentuate and they don't snatch anything in. So over top these stays, we get these high empire waists. So it basically cuts the boobs in half. Like, I'm not even joking. So if you look at the first season of Bridgerton, you see this a lot where they're cutting the boobs in half. And it's like, ugh, that looks so weird and so bad. And it's like, yeah, it does, because we're contemporary critters and we don't understand fashion history. So it literally, it cuts the boobs in half and then it goes straight down. So that's Regency era. That's the shape of the Regency era. So whenever you're watching Bridgerton now, know that I've ruined it for you, and it's not historically accurate. But it's still fun. I love Bridgerton. I'm currently watching the 4th season right now. And everyone's complaints are stupid. Because everyone who I've seen complaining has been like,
Oh, why is Colin so stupid? Why is Colin not figuring anything out? Why doesn't he understand that he could just
this whole season is about class politics, and like he can't do what everyone wants him to do because of that. Anyways, tangent over. Apologies, everyone. I'm sure that the majority of my chat does not give a single fuck about Bridgerton. But you know, I do, and this is my stream. So you guys are suffering at the whims of your streamer. I would apologize, but I feel no remorse. About this, at least. Yeah, what else do I gotta do with this? Oh, yeah. So this needs to be heavier duty lacing. This is also why when I make fantasy stuff, it tends to take me quite a bit longer, because I do try to keep in mind, like, okay, are we pre-industrial revolution? Okay, these garments are going to look a lot different if there's no industrial revolution. Okay, is your magic system serving to replace the industrial revolution? If that is the case, we'll have to think about blah, 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 blah. So, like, when people commission me for fantasy stuff, it takes, like, everything I have to not just, like, ask them 15 billion world building questions so I can better get an understanding of, like, how this fashion would work in real life. So that's the case with this one, actually. Is it is a fantasy piece, and I felt bad because I was like, I really just want to ask some questions about like how this world works and everything, but I know that that's going to drive the creator crazy probably, because I'm going to ask questions they probably, well, maybe not probably, but like they might not expect to answer, or like might not have like a fully fleshed out idea of. I could never, because I have zero attention span. Bridgerton? Yeah, Bridgerton is hard to watch if you just are not into it. Like, if you are not a fan of, like, Regency period, like, ooh la la, like, you're not gonna like it. But when I'm thinking about these sorts of stories, I end up falling into, like, the trap of history, where I'm like, well, not history, but, like, the trappings of I really like history. I watched like half the first season. I like Bridgerton a lot, and I also understand why people really don't like it. Because the first season, there's a lot of really gross things that happen in that series, but like they're worse in the books, which is like horrible to say. That's the same for a lot of media, though, that I've been watching recently, is, like, I'll read the source material, and I'm like, fucking Christ. They washed this down for the TV show, and it's still fucked up in the TV show. Like, there's nothing you can do to wash this scene of its connotations, or this character of his personality, because all of his actions are dictated by his personality, and his personality is a piece of shit. This is about the magicians, by the way. Fucking hate Quentin Coldwater. I hate that guy so much. Beyond belief. He is such a fucking asshole. Like, in every conceivable way. And I could rant about how much I hate that guy for hours. And, like, I know he's a fictional character, so I don't care that much. But, like, if I do see someone saying that they like him, I am going to ask them why. It's the same energy as someone saying, I like Scott Pilgrim, he's so me. And I go, yeah, even the part where he's dating a high schooler at his big age, and they're like, no, obviously not. And I'm like, okay, but, like, that's his whole thing. Why else do you relate to him? Because he's a loser who has to date a high schooler? Like, let's be for real. Or do you just like the cool video game aesthetic of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World and you weren't paying attention to anything else that was happening? Because I'm starting to think that a lot of people who say that Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is their favorite series, or like, not their series, but their favorite movie, didn't actually pay attention to what was going on. And they just liked the aesthetic. Ah! I really like fashion history. So it makes fantasy writing even more annoying, because I do have a fantasy world, and I've had to think about, like, the construction of their garments and what garments they would wear, what colors they would have on hand easily, because, like, it's not easy to construct garments pre-industrial revolution. I was doing other shit and had to lock in when you said dating a high schooler. I'm talking about Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, because Scott Pilgrim in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is dating a high schooler, and no one ever fucking brings it up when they're defending the goddamn movie. Like, it is a great movie. I like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I think Scott Pilgrim's a piece of shit, and he does not deserve Ramona Flowers at all. And he's falling into the same trap that the 7 Evil X's are, where he's treating Ramona as a commodity and not as a person. He's treating her as a prize to be won, as something that will change his life for the better, that will fix him. Ramona Flowers will fix him, he thinks. But Ramona will not fix him. Ramona is an ideal. And that's why these Evil X's, quote unquote, are so obsessed with her so many years after the fact. Because Ramona represents a big, like, shift in their life. And, like, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was supposed to be a commentary about the Manic Pixie Dream Girl, but no one fucking understood that it was, like, making fun of the Manic Pixie Dream Girl. And so now everyone's like, I want a girlfriend like Ramona Flowers. You missed the point. I never watched Scott Pilgrim. It's pretty good, if you, like, don't watch it without, like, thinking about what it means. Because there are people who watch it without thinking about what it means, and those are the people I'm complaining about, who are like, I want a girlfriend like Ramona Flowers, who roller skates and has differently dyed hair every week, and she's a hot goth baddie, and it's like, do you understand? Did you watch the same movie I did? Because the whole point is that Ramona Flowers is not understood by any of these people. I got called Ramona Flowers a lot. It was... Ugh. It's not something I remember fondly. I know a lot of autistic people who were assigned female at birth have gotten called Ramona Flowers a lot before. And that's because the Manic Pixie Dream Girl is based off of autistic women. Lol. Ah! Haven't I given enough? This song is depressing. I don't want to listen to this song. This whole playlist is depressing. What's a fucking hype playlist I have that isn't gonna make me sad? You should check WhatsApp. I'm streaming. I don't ever check my phone when I'm streaming. SMH. I never check my phone when I'm live, so... Check, like, actually check the app, WhatsApp? My WhatsApp uninstalled for some reason. Okay, books, no. The group chat? I did! There's nothing there! What, the thing that you sent in January? There's nothing in family WhatsApp. Oh, a different family WhatsApp. Okay. One moment, chat. Why does that not want to work? Very, very cool. Very cool art. Very cool art. Why do we have like 15 fucking chats named family WhatsApp? We need to change that. It should be !SR. Let me... One sec. There you go. There you go. It's !SR instead of song requests, because typing it out is a whole thing. A whole thingamabobber, if you will. Okay. Back to McDrawing. Ah, no. Okay. I'm gonna eat your keyboard. Why would you do that? Is it not working? I'm gonna scream. Command canceled. Stream is offline. Stream is online. You dumb fucking app. I hate this app sometimes. Because it sounds yummy. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna try and send that one more time. Mapbot. There we go. I got you, Mapbot. Okay. Oh, I need to turn it down a little bit. Yeah! Good vibe. It's working now, chat. My fucking app was broken. That's not how hands look, but whatever. I can't be bothered to care. Because if I spin... Chat keeps flickering for you? That's so odd. It seems fine on my end. Is anyone else having this issue? Because it might be something with my chat. fine. Okay. This is unfortunate for you, Manbot. I like this song. This is going on my Fallout playlist. Behind, you just said it keeps lagging. Oh no, it's the app that's like being stupid. Don't worry, you're all good. She's the last true mouthpiece. This is like... This song is actually based on New Vegas or a horror series. Interesting. Okay, we're changing playlist now. I don't know what to listen to. Like, I say who because I have a bunch of fucking character playlists. What are we listening to? What are we listening to, chat? I don't know what to listen to! My ADHD is killing me today. TV? Characters? No. Movie characters? You can sharpen your knife. Why don't we put on my Gambit playlist for now? Not this one. Sure, Nickelback works fine. Yeah, that's perfect for an art stream. I was ready to draw while listening to fucking Nickelback. She's got me nervous. Exclamation point, TV. Toby Fox. TV world. Me when I'm trying to summon the spirit of Tenna in my Twitch chat or something. I will say, chat, I wanted to do more Deltarune streams, but like the more I play, the more I'm like, I can't stream this. Not in a bad way, it's just it's not my vibe. I thought it was, but it's very much not. Not in a bad way, though. Deltarune's amazing. I just can't play it. It's just not the kind of games I like to play. She keep you up, she keeps me up, I keep you up all night. My chat is fucked right now. I'm so sorry, Matt Pine. I wish I could help. So bad. How am I feeling about this? The cup still looks bad, but you know what? It could be worse. Ah, no. That is not... That looks horrific. Okay. All night. That works. trickster. I'm just chilling with my music now, Chad. I'm sorry. Alright, there we go. Sorry, I can't talk when I'm, like, writing, or I'll start writing what I'm saying. Anyways, so line art is now completed. I don't think they requested a detailed background, if I remember correctly. I think I'm good without a detailed background. I think I'm good. Oh, right. I have Kip's reference for color. Alright, time for everyone's most favorite part of art. Coloring, because it's the most satisfying. And also the one that I'm probably gonna try and talk over, but like I realize when I do art, like I said this earlier, but like I don't talk that much when I'm drawing, which I know sucks because you guys are here to listen to me talk about whatever the fuck's on my mind, or like whatever. I don't know what you guys are here for, honestly. Maybe you're just here to watch me draw and you've got me muted, which would be really funny if I'm saying like you guys are here for my opinions and fucking all of you have me muted. That would be like absolutely hysterical. 10 out of 10. But yeah, I'll try to keep yapping about whatever. A song is so good. Even though the fucking artist himself is kind of a... He's not a piece of shit. He's just kind of quote-unquote performative from what I've heard. But I don't really believe anyone who says that men are performative, because like it's usually men who wouldn't buy their partner flowers for Valentine's Day saying that. But I need to do more research into it, because this is also the only song of his I like. I feel like there was some drama that happened on TikTok, but I really do not recall. The other things. This is a good song. Hopefully this... I don't fuck up too badly with this background. Ah, oh my god, that is such a tiny gap. Ew. I hate when I have those, like, itty bitty gaps. One of these days, I'm just gonna stream, like, YouTube while I'm doing art, and I'm just gonna have, like, fucking Subway Surfers in the top or something. Just to make sure that nobody gets bored. Telling me other things. Oh yeah, I do want to talk at some point. Maybe later when I'm working on my VTuber. Because drawing me as Hugh Morris. Who is that? I don't want the children of another man to have the eyes of the girl I want. that meme that's like, I feel a bit more like myself. Oh, yeah.
I feel a bit more like myself.
I don't wanna kiss someone else's neck and have to pretend it's yours instead. Active layer. He's very yellow. That's a little too yellow for me. That is too tan. White! He's white now. Look at how white he is. Me versus making any character like super fucking white. I know that he's supposed to be tan. This is not the final color for sure. I'm just gonna use it so I don't end up figuring out what's what. Well, losing what's what. To the side. I don't know if I want to work on my other two commissions yet. Mostly because I know I'm going to have time to work on them tomorrow and between classes. And I don't know if I want to burn myself out on commissions. I at least want to get the, what's the word? The, like, line art down for one of them. I know I definitely want to try and finish this one on stream today. And depending on how much energy I have, I might end up working on my new VTuber. But that's a lengthy process. I don't even have a pose in mind for him. Oh, that is horrific. You need to be a little more orange. No, too orange. Look, that's fine. Alright, what are the other colors? Blonde and brown haired, alright. I hate to call it stereotypical, but I will call it that. Guys, blonde haired, green eyed prince? Who could have foreseen this? No hate though, I'm also very cliche with a lot of my stories. The only one that I would say is not super cliche, simply because of Jay's backstory, I feel like he's a little less cliche because, like, what the fuck is going on? You can't talk? Okay, we are not bringing that up right now. I know what you're about to bring up, and we are not talking about that shit on stream, alright? I do not need chat to know about that. I don't need them to know about the things I read in my spare time. Alright. They don't get to know. No, I know what you were gonna talk about. Don't talk to me. Don't speak to me. Don't speak to me. I was about to say mods ban this guy, but you're a mod. You ban yourself. I trusted that you would know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I do know what you're talking about. And I'm still ashamed. Great thing about blonde hair is that it's really fucking stupid. It's stupid. Anyways. The great thing about coloring... Coloring... I'm I'm sorry. I forgot Sexy Back was on this playlist. Yeah. I know them boys don't know how to act. Yeah. Anyways, I listen, it's not bad to be cliche. I feel like there's a lot of people who think it's bad to be cliche. It's not. Cliches are cliches for a reason. Some of them are bad, but not every single fucking cliche is evil. Like, you know, oh, the princess falls in love with a knight. That's just a cute little cliche trope. That's fine. You know, pretty blonde prince and brown-haired fucking vagabond is also a cute cliche. But it is a cliche. God, his hair is so blonde. I should make him less blonde. You're gonna be dirty blonde. I refuse to. Yeah, you can't clip that. That is something you'll only get to experience by watching it live. I don't want you to be super uber blonde. That's fine. That's a better color blonde. Take him to the bridge. Obviously. All right. What do we think about this? The live Moon's Gambit experience. The live experience, you get to witness all of his terrible music in real time. If you watch the VOD, you simply have to deal with staring at the music in the top right and going, what were they listening to? Get you sexy. Or, you know, listen to what I'm humming and going, oh, okay, that's what they were listening to. Ah! Who threw that? Who threw that? I actually have no idea because it didn't show up in chat. Soul, you're committing a crime. Yep. Yep. Go ahead, be gone with it. I don't know, I feel like you're committing a crime. What's the crime? Treason. Right, treason. 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 Are you done being treasonous? I don't think he is. How many fucking channel points do you have? That's... How many channel points do you have? I feel like that's too dark a green. Godly amounts. I can tell. What the fuck? Look at him. He's so... You know when you feel like you just want to like squish and squeeze a drawing? That's how I feel right now. Look at this guy. He's adorable. You are going to get the realistic blonde treatment though, which is the ends of your hair are darker than your roots. Because that's how real blonde hair works. So you know my favorite part. Did I just miss an entire point here? One sec. Effervescent touch. Okay. I saw that. I keep forgetting that one of the things you can throw is a GIF. Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Are you enjoying yourself? Are you entertained? Are you entertained by this? Is this entertaining to you? Are you entertained? Are you done now? Okay. I'm glad you're entertained. Also, something else that peeves me sometimes when I see art of like fantasy stories is when they have like bright, shining white clothing. My guy, no one pre-industrial revolution had clothing that was stark bleach white. And I tell you this not to be a Debbie Downer, but just so you know, like, historically speaking, white linen was not that white. At least I believe so. I might be wrong, but I usually go for like a dingier off-white because, you know, keeping clothing pristine is very difficult. And also, like, royalty would have very pristine white clothing. It still wouldn't be like perfect bleach white, but it would be very pristine because they could afford to have them remade or like wear different ones on different days, you know, like it, like having white clothing is very much, even as it is now, is like a kind of sign of, ooh, he's gonna have a blue cloak because he's a rich boy. This is also gonna reveal all the fucking things I missed on the edge. Oops. How I wanna go. Ah, no, that's... It's just like, it looks weird. So I'm just gonna cover it, even though technically that is anatomically right. It looks weird. Correct with my body, whoa. And I'm rolling down. I feel bad when I'm like drawing commissions and the lines tend to be a little messy, but that's also just like my art tends to be a little messy because of my process. But I also feel horrible. I'm like, you're paying for me to draw this and I'm messy. Oh fuck. He's so stupid. I'm glad your animation is turning out the way you want it to. I actually did not fuck this up as bad as I thought I did. Then you bargain for, yeah. I'm just and you're just a line in a song. I love that. Me when. Going down in a merry-go-round. Sugar, we're going down swinging. Loaded gun complex, cock it and pull it. Look at how regal he looks now with his deep blue cloak. I might change the color to be like a deep, rich purple, just so it really hammers home how spoiled he is. Yeah, that's... Yeah, you did make your own overlay, and it looked really good. I'm pretty sure I used your overlay instead of the other ones. Like the provided overlays that I saw. Because I liked it more. That does not look good. We're gonna keep it this. Or that does look much nicer. Okay. Loaded gun complex, cock it and pull it. There we go. Flats are down for hemes. Sorry, I'm putting them in folders just so it's easier for me to fucking deal with. Cock it and pull it. His also needs to be like a lot more obvious because he is drunk. Okay. This one we can erase a lot of. Don't worry guys, this is just the multiply layer. I'm gonna turn it down a little. Does he look sufficiently drunk? I feel like he looks sufficiently drunk. Yeah, that looks sufficient. Why don't you go down to New Orleans? Gah. Coloring is usually like the fastest stage for me, but I also feel like I do very simple coloring. I don't know how else to put it. Not like in a bad way, just in like a... It doesn't take a lot from me because it's not... I usually tend to block very large swaths of color and then add all the depth during shading and rendering. So... God damn. Okay. Posture check, fuck, okay. It's a pain in the ass to posture check right now. Because I'm basically just hunched over my art tablet right now. But I have it in my lap, so it's not as bad as it normally is. Because normally it's pretty bad. What's this song? Can't remember. Oh, this song. Yeah, I remember now. This is a playlist I don't listen to very frequently, so... Oh, yeah, I was talking about Jay a bit ago and how I feel like he's not that cliche, but he is also kind of cliche in a lot of ways. Like, he is a vampire with white hair and pale skin. Like, yeah. Just because he has a unique story and origin doesn't mean that he's immune from being cliche. Because he's definitely not. What color are his eyeballs? Brown. Brown hair, brown eyes. Not like we're Hello, moth. Thank you for throwing something at my skull. I sure do love having things thrown directly at my skull. It brings me so much joy. Yay! I bought the Twitch integrated throwing system and I love it so much. I love tits, Charlie. I love tits. I'm hilarious, guys. Trust. And also welcome in. This is your first chat here, so welcome in. Welcome to the drawing stream where I'm trying to figure out things to talk about and I keep fucking forgetting. I have really bad ADHD and I woke up too late today to take my meds. That's entirely my own fault. I did keep choosing to go back to sleep because I was like, oh man, you know what's really nice right now? Going to sleep. That was like my entire morning. Like, I am very ADHD, so smile. It's been a very interesting few weeks because my stepmom just recently got diagnosed with autism. So very regularly she will come up to me and ask me questions. Like, do you also do this? And I go, yes. Yes, I do. And I've started doing the same thing just out of curiosity. Do you have any danglies? No, you don't have danglies. Yeah, I'm very awkward and weird, so forgive me if I'm a little I'm pretty sure chat already knows though. Chat knows what to expect. They expect weird little freakazoids, so. What color? His cloak should just be brown. Cause he's just a normal guy. He's hashtag normal. Well, we can do green. Yeah, exactly. That's the vibe. Oh my gosh, wait, Kip, you can use the emotes now. You can use all the new emotes. Because you got gifted a sub. I just realized. Oh no, no, drawing tablet, you can't die. Drawing tablets are not allowed to die. You have to just give that bitch CPR or something. They're not allowed to die. I had it in the wrong. Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. You can use the gun now, actually. Yeah, I forgot that I put the gun on tier 1. I only have tier 1 emotes. I was sure I paid attention. It seems like you forgot. Rest in peace. But at least it's fixed now. Okay, you, sir, need to have a darker cloak. This green is giving ranger when it's supposed to be giving vagabond. I don't think the green's doing it in the way I thought it would. That works, though. I do think that looks good. That looks good. That's yeah. Walking around like action movie hero boy. I love this song. Me when I'm listening to a playlist that I put together and I curated.
Wow, I sure do love this song.
I wonder why. Yes, this is a very nice green. It's like more of a teal technically, but color theory doesn't care. Okay, what trim would he have? Probably just a darker brown, honestly. Oh yeah, actually, back on the fashion history thing, I did draw a oh wait, I don't have it up. Whatever. I did draw Jay in like Minoan clothing, and I spent the entire time looking at like mosaics and everything to make sure that it would be accurate, to the best of my abilities, to actual Minoan clothing. And there's actually a guy on fucking Etsy that like has patterns for Minoan clothing, and it looks pretty good and accurate. That's just random thought. I don't know. I love not knowing. I simply do not know. Oh yeah, Devil Went Down to Georgia. Yeah, is my song. What color would this be? Probably just a very dark brown for a soul to steal. The reason I cheer so much about this is Moth, because I'm from Georgia, the state that this takes place in, so I go, yay! Every time. Imagine this gold against your soul, better than you. My name's Johnny. This is like such a American folktale song too, because the moral of the story isn't don't challenge the devil, you'll lose. It's if you're better than the devil, you better be ready to prove it. Cause Johnny is better than the devil. That's like that's the thing. That's the whole thing, is that Johnny is better than the devil at playing the fiddle. That's the whole plot. Me, maybe. He's very. I wouldn't say. Look, I'm not. I don't know. People seem to. I don't know. Perhaps I'm a devil, or I'm Johnny, and Soul's the devil. I don't know what I'd be better at than him, though. He's kind of the best. And I don't know what I'd beat him in. Maybe Yearning Olympics? No, he's got me beat there. Chad, I don't think there's anything I could beat Soul in. I don't know. And now I'm genuinely trying to think. Being gay? No, I think we're pretty evenly matched there. Good, old son. Show you how it's done. Down the mountain, run, horn, run. The devil's in the house of the rising sun. A kissing competition? Maybe. A fan fiction writing competition, perhaps. I've written more fan fiction than him, I'm pretty sure. Maybe a book reading competition, but that feels mean because I just read more than him. But that feels mean because he just doesn't like to read, and I don't want to beat him unfairly. I don't told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best there's ever been. That is the moral of this song, is come back and try me again, devil. I'm the best there's ever been. I love it. I love it so much. It's about the only thing that ever makes me feel any modicum of patriotism, but it's just this song, and I go, yeah. Johnny, beat the devil's ass. And that's it. That is the extent of my patriotism. It ends there. Hello, Durgan. Why does it say this is your first time chatting here? Hello. Welcome in. There's nothing you can do that I've not already done to myself. I want to skip this song. I don't feel like. Ah! Ah! Thank you for the bits, Durgan. Thank you for your pennies. I will take these 10 pennies and buy myself a gumball, even though I can't with 10 pennies. I'd need 25, but it's fine. I'll scrape together the rest. I'll scrape together the other 15. Thank you. I like that the only thing I've rendered so far is that mug. Goddamn. No matter what I do, I can never escape this. Alright. I actually wonder, does this... No, it doesn't. Okay. What else can I do? Is that Fire Alpaca? Yes, it is. I have been drawing in Fire Alpaca for so long, I don't know anything else. I wonder, can I like clip onto... Nope. All right. Well, I see. I've never tried it. I like it. It depends on what you use. I've used Krita, I've used GIMP, I've used Fire Alpaca, I've used Clip Studio Paint. I think my favorites so far have been Krita and Clip Studio, but Krita also, when I first used it, I was much younger and much less able to... Words are hard. Everything under the sun except Fire Alpaca. Fire Alpaca is fine. It's not very unique. It's very average, for lack of a better way to put it. It is very much what you're looking at is what you'll get, you know. Okay, we're gonna have to merge everything down because I'm a lazy fuck and I don't feel like... Well, actually, if I only merge... One sec, I have a vision. Okay, we do this, right? But then we merge... Yeah! And then we don't have to merge down the rest of the layers. Alright, perfect. I'm such a genius, chat. Hold your applause. Hold your applause. I know. I'm just so smart. Hold your applause, please, please. Alright. We're gonna... Which way do I want to do this? Because there's about 2 ways I do this. I either go in and I like hand draw it, or I do this and I erase. Like, we are not listening to this song on stream. No siree. Nope. Alright. No masochism tango for chat. You guys are banned. Yeah, I don't think I want to do it this way, actually. I think I want to do it the drawing it manually way. Can't be said I'm an early bird. Also, yes, I do keep the multiply at 100 until I'm done. I'm sorry. No tango for y'all. Y'all do not get to tango. Y'all are banned from the daycare. Keep shading later. Yeah, like, I don't like to bring it down. Oh, Pat. Why are your fingers covered in... 1 second. I need to fix this. Because I've realized that they... 1 second. 1 second. Inky fingers, bro. They're covered in the dye, I guess. That's just how strong it was. Okay. It should be the only overlap. And then I also have to fix the fingers here because, buddy, that's not your skin tone there. That's just not, that's not your skin tone. Alright. Much better. Also, this way, I can just normal. Boom. I might change it to, like, hard light instead. Or what does overlay look like? Ugh, no, okay. Multiply this. Multiply. Save me. Treat your mouth as if it's heaven's gate. Okay. And then we're gonna doot. I love not having words to describe what I'm doing and just going yeah, y'all doot with me. Y'all get it. Sit in a barrel. Y'all are doots with me. I should draw. You should join me in art time. Join me in drawing. I think that's what the majority of people watching are doing right now. They're drawing with me. Too sweet for me. I take my whiskey, my coffee black, and my bed at 3. You're too sweet. Ugh, okay. I love this song so much. This song is so... Oh. The only issue I had was that it was overplayed when it first came out, so for a while I haven't been able to listen to it, because I was just like, ugh, it's played too much. But now I'm like, okay. I need to listen to this so much more now. El Kipperton, yes. El Kipperton, the Kipperton of the Kippers. I'm so happy I can listen to it again, though. Like, it's so good. It's definitely one of my favorite Hozier songs. El Kipperton. El Kipito. Kipito. That's what it is. El Kipito. For some reason, my brain went El Pequeño before I said that, and I was like, wait, no, that's a Slimesicle meme. I can't just say that. El Slimesicle Pequeño. And El Guapo Slimesicle. Both very, very respectable men in their fields. Yeah, you definitely have the benefit of living in an area that doesn't constantly have music playing 24/7. Kipito, El Pequeño. How does one draw hands? Do you, like, genuinely want me to show you how I draw hands, or are you just asking because you're dying of death? Because I don't mind doing a mini tutorials. Like, just complaining. Okay, you're good. El Capito. Good. Butter, you're giving me brain damage. Thank you for the brain damage, Butter. Thank you for the brain damage, chat. Gotta love it. Why can't we laugh now like we did then? How come I see you? Ugh! Jump scare. Yeah. I ask because I know Roach is obsessed with the way I draw hands, and they regularly have asked me, like, oh! Asked me to, like, explain how I draw hands, and I'm like, okay. So you do square, and then you draw the fingers. Boom! Hand. I am no help at all. That's why I asked. I was like, please don't ask me to help you. Boom. See, you get it. Boom. All you gotta do. Boom. Alright, guys. Boom, boom, boom. Also, have a good lurk, Mimi. Nice to see you. Thanks for throwing something at me. Hand. You put a thumb down, and then you draw the fingers, and boom, it's a hand. That's all you need to do. supposedly. I feel like such an unhelpful teacher. Got nobody because I'm brain dead. 5,000 footsteps. Ooh, I actually really like how this color looks on his skin. I don't think it'll look as good on the other character's skin. So we're definitely not going to be using the same color. Actually sobbing at my animation. Hell yeah. He's dumb idiot. Does he look in the mirror and say dumb idiot? Maybe you still think of us. Why don't I say it then? Okay, actually I'm gonna add some more color here. Animation meme. He look in the mirror and he say, dumb idiot. Speaking of the person that made me start saying that as a fucking joke, so, are you still lurking, husband? Or did you leave me? He might have left us, guys. I'm assuming he might have left us because I'm not getting bombarded constantly with, attacks. He's live too now, and he didn't tell me he was gonna go live? What betrayal? What betrayal? I can't believe he would do this and not tell me. Soup started stream. Treason. Treason, I know. He's committing more acts of treason. He went on my stream, committed acts of treason, and then went to start a stream. We gotta overthrow him. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm sorry. I know you love him, and I love him too. Oh, I love Katamari. I'm so happy I introduced him to Katamari. Or, I don't know if I introduced him, but I definitely got him to play it more recently. And that's not just me being an egotistical asshole, which I am sometimes, admittedly. That's like, I told him I like Katamari, and he was like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, it's this! And he was like, oh my god. Katamari. Alright, so let's see. How does this look on your skin? Oh, wow, that does not look good. That looks really bad. Stick with a slightly warmer tone. Yep, that looks better. Wow, I love men. Yep, that's all he thinks. That's the only thought in this guy's head right now. Is that he loves men. Because he's trying to flirt with someone who does not like him. And he's like, wow, why do I kind of love men? And the person that doesn't like him is like, I need to kill every single royal person ever. And that's like the plot, is that they slowly fall in love. It's like a enemies to lovers thing. If I remember correctly, which I could very well not. Me when I love men, but I hate men. There are two wolves inside me. It's very funny. I was talking to my stepmom about how, like, I don't know if I'm bisexual anymore, or if I'm just gay, and she was like, I think you just like trans guys. And I was like, okay, I did not need you to read me to filth, okay? I did not need that. Because she's right. Because she's 100% right. But she did read me to filth randomly, just one day randomly, just like, I think you only like trans guys. Stepmom, that's brutal. You can't just do that. It's very funny. My parents very regularly read my type to filth, and I do not appreciate it. Because every time, they're correct, and it pisses me off. Like, one time my dad said I like, quote-unquote, like, mousy queer people, because he met Soul, and he was like, yeah, Soul's, like, very quiet and keeps to himself, and he's very nervous. I think that's your type. And I was like, what? Father, you can't just say that. I think you're right, but, like, you can't just say that. It's fine though. It's all in good fun. They're very supportive. Don't worry, chat. I know sometimes people get nervous about them not being supportive. They're very, very, very supportive. Sometimes too supportive. You know? Little too supportive, little too loving. Little bit like the parents at the Pride Parade. Oh no. I hate when people sound hot and then they look ugly, okay? That is something I hate. However, I'm afraid I suffer from that. I suffer from... Oh no. No, I hate when that happens. When someone's like, ugh, isn't this person so ugly? And you just have to look at them with the look. You know the look. You know the look. And just go, I don't agree. I think they look pretty nice. Or just you say, yeah, they're ugly. And it's just the look of just pure shame. It's just, there's this look of shame that you just immediately pop out whenever someone insults your type. It's just like, I'm sorry. It's what I like. It's very funny, being definitely more into men than my partner, because when we're watching TV shows, Soul will just be like, oh man, that woman is so beautiful. And I'm like, I guess, technically speaking, she is pretty. And he's like, yep. And then we both go, men! I love men! I definitely am a romantic. I think a lot of people mistake romantic attraction for physical attraction. I have a whole theory about this. I want to, like, actually do a research project into this, but it would be very difficult. But I want to someday look into this, where I believe that a lot of people conflate romantic and sexual attraction. So if you're hetero-romantic, here, I'll draw this out. Yeah, she sure is pretty. So, like, if you identify as heterosexual, right? Let's imagine this is a nice lady, okay? She has a bow on. Nice lady who's heterosexual, okay? But it's also very common, I think, where they're either hetero-romantic and bisexual, and then they, like, go, oh, I'm misspelling hetero, don't even worry about it. And they go, oh, I like men, but I would also have sex with a woman or a man. So I must just be heterosexual. Right? I think that's very common. And as someone who's aromantic, I don't really experience any sort of romantic attraction. Like, at all. I don't really understand it conceptually, and I don't think a lot of people do. And when I ask allo-romantics, hey, can you tell me, can you, like, describe what romantic attraction is to you? They're like, I don't know, I just know. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck are you guys talking about? What is this? What are we doing? Like, what is the purpose? For what purpose? I need to find an allo romantic and just ask them what the fuck is the deal, because I'm, like, genuinely confused 98% of the time. Okay. He needs to have more shading. Does he actually? He needs that to be shaded. I think he's fine. I think I need to change the color. I have tried and immediately regretted it. Why? Did they just hit you with the, like, you know, it's like, you know, when you, and, like, they just danced around it and they couldn't give you a solid answer. So, God knows I've experienced that. they never give you a solid answer, and they just go, it's when and I go, and I cry. I don't want to listen to Cupid. This song's good though. It's voulez-vous time. Okay. Alright, we're gonna try and do like a minimal sort of background, because it has taken me quite a long time to finish this, so I want to at least do something. Masters of the Scene. Actually, I can... Oh. Go in there. We'll just color this in, and I'll get rid of these. We'll carve out these little booths, because this is also going to be very blurry, and I'm not going to really... We'll have like a peek out to the nighttime. Too bright. Okay. Boom. I hope you guys are like understanding what I'm trying to draw here. Even if you don't, let me do like that. Right. And then we have like the bright orange sort of halo. Torchlight. Okay. Let me do that. And then, since they're kind of sitting really low, what we can do is like bring it here. And we draw it up. Right. Tilt it a little. Perfect. And then we'll add a little bit of that there. We'll add even, you know what, I'm feeling frisky. We'll add a little bit of texture to the floorboards. Not like it'll matter in a second when I filter, Gaussian blur. You know what, actually, you do that. Then we'll have that, and then we'll just add a little bit more detail. Just a little, not enough to like really spend a lot of time here, but like I truly do not feel like spending a lot of time drawing a background. Yes, this is Hi Morgue. Hi Morgue, the Morbinite. This is a song by ABBA, but it's from Mamma Mia, because Mamma Mia is a jukebox musical, which means they just use like music that's already been made to tell a story. Yeah, like Guardians of the Galaxy. Sorry, I'm a little locked in here. Give me just a moment though, and I'll be... Alright, and then we'll... European... Yeah, I love having my, Oh, yeah, that looks cool. That looks good! Yes! Okay, we're gonna need to definitely change the line art color, though. I know that's one of my favorite details that I added to him, is that he looks around. I think this needs to be a different color. It needs to be like a dark reddish brown. He looks around. He looking. I know. I'm very proud of it. I'm so proud when I actually am able to get something to work. Like, I just didn't feel like doing a bunch of detail, and this person didn't technically pay for a complex background. It's just I've taken a really, really long time to get it done, so I feel just like absolutely horrible. So I'm just adding a little bit of a background just to like kind of be like, I'm so sorry this took fucking ages. Here you go. Work smart, not hard. For real. Work smarter, not harder. Okay, I need to actually, it's time to add the since they're in a they're backlit more than anything. It is? Huh? On my screen it says Morb Knight, not the other one. Oh, I thought you said it was. No, it's not. It's showing up as Morb Knight. You're the Morb Knight. You've always been the Morb Knight. You'll always be the Morb. Okay, and then we're gonna... Okay. Mostly backlit. Huh, that is very odd, but no, on my screen you're still the Morg Knight. The Morbin, the mighty Morbin Power Ranger, if you will. Slay. Also, don't worry, I am gonna turn this down. Don't worry, chat. I know sometimes people see my process and they're like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, that is a good question. Just trust me, bro. Actually, that is a way better look. That looks so good. Wait, what? Oh my god. Overlay saved me. This, a tale of reckless love, living a life of crime on the run. Why does he only have one eye? Oh yeah, Morg, you did miss me doing a reading stream, and that's what I made this PNG for. That's why he's holding a book. That's why he looks like when he looks through the book. And that's also why he has a glass of tea. But don't worry about it. Death will do us part, and I'll call our crimes a work of art. Drawing with his mind powers. For real. He's using his telekinesis. That he definitely has as a vampire, totally. Oh, that's not how it was supposed to be. One sec. Okay. I actually think I'm gonna change his color to green and not red, because it makes more sense with his eyes. Death will do us part, and they'll call our crimes a work of art. No, Can we read this like generally fine, or should I like put this behind it and then drop the opacity a little just to make it a little easier to read? That is easier to read. Yeah. God damn it. Oh, let me test something just to see. Background bubble. There we go. And then, oh yeah, I need to blend this stuff out. All right. I don't think this is missing anything, actually. I feel sufficiently like this looks good. I don't know. I don't know what it would be missing. I'm trying to think. The gang? No, that's... No. Come here. You just need to go in here. Okay, so then I can do the funny. Alright, guys. We started here. Right? We started here with this sketch. And we ended here. Yay! I feel like that is actually really good. It only took me 2 hours. Take the liner off the finished version. Morg, I know. We don't need to talk about what it looks like under here, okay? We don't need to talk about it. Alright? we don't need to talk about what my art looks like without the lines, okay? It just looks a little... It could be a lot worse. This is actually, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed at how clean this looks. All things considered. Like, I've had much worse. Like, I'm pretty sure this PNG... One sec, let me... Okay, well, never mind. I know that my emotes look, pretty... Here, I'll show you. They look pretty silly without their, they're a little silly. I think the heart one's probably gonna be pretty... Yeah. But yeah, let's go ahead and save this real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my display real quick, because I don't want you guys seeing my shit. Oh yeah, I just got new emotes. One sec. These are my new emotes. I made them last night. Anyways, let me save this, send this off to my person. And let me make sure I get their approval before I consider it done. Anyways, you guys can stare at the finished product while I go ahead and send it their way. Where are they? Money makes the world go round, that clinking, clinking sound. Alright, I sent it their way. So we're gonna leave this open just in case they change their mind. And now I've got 2 other commissions that I could work on. This one, I think I might finish in Procreate. I did bring it over just in case I didn't. Like, just in case I felt like changing it. But I kind of feel like this should be finished in Procreate. And these are gonna take a long time. Yeah, these two are gonna take a long time because this one is based off of Bloodborne and has a very complex background, so I might just close these for now. And now I still feel like drawing, so we're gonna keep Mick drawing. I just don't know what pose I should have my VTuber be in, because I've been trying to think about it and I haven't been able to come up with anything. Like, I think I'm just bad at posing VTubers because I always just do like, all right, standing still with your arms out, boom, VTuber. Like, I don't know. I feel like trying something a little different this time, but I don't know what the pose would be. Like, for Jay, I don't know. Because there's also nothing wrong with just, standing straight on. You don't technically have to make it symmetrical. Technically, you can have it be sideways. It would just change how the rigging works and it would change the parameters on how you move. But it doesn't have to be symmetrical. Now, I think I might just make it symmetrical for the sake of ease. Profile VTuber. Exactly. You're not a robot slave. Because I kind of want to make Jay be able to have different sort of outfits and stuff. Because I did figure out how to add outfit parameters. So now I'm like, I always give people just like massive hips, like badung, without thinking. Alright. J VTuber. Oh, I should change the title to VTuber making. Now wake up, puppet boy. I know I misspelled it. Don't ask questions. The issue I always run into, and I mean always, is like, how do I pose the arms? Because I don't want, like, I really like how dynamic Jay is here with like a book in his hand and a cup of tea for reading. So I might add like arm toggles for like him holding a cup of tea or something. But I think I might just leave I don't want to have like the default just be arms straight down. Like, no hate to that. I've just done it so many times. I'm tired of it. You know what, actually? This isn't a bad idea. I should flexing, maybe a little. I don't mean to be flexing, but I have done a lot of VTubers before, and I feel like a lot of them have been arms straight down. I could also have him be flexing. Yeah, just, my favorite VTuber pose. Wha-bam! Wha-bam! Muscle. Yeah, this is my favorite VTuber pose. I do just kind of want to... The other thing is I don't feel like making him pose for the fans. Don't worry. I feel like I'm going to add a lot more arm toggles to this guy than I have previously. I kind of do just want to cut him off at the thighs. I don't really feel like dealing with anything more. I really don't want to make a full body VTuber right now. Because I've tried to do it a couple of times, and every time I just get so overwhelmed that I just end up not doing anything. Bruh. Arms are so difficult for no reason. Okay. You know what? Let's just... For now... His shoulders are not that broad. Hello? His ass is not that built. He is... not built. The cross kind of slayed. I do kind of want to have that be his main pose, is with the crossed arms. One sec, let me... Ah! Drawing crossed arms is actually, like, I think my own personal circle of hell. I've never been able to do it in a way that I like. No, not right now. I don't think my brain can do anything other than just perfectly symmetrical guy right now. Okay. He's silly. Okay. People are gonna be so tired of my guy in a minute, because I'm gonna do another sketch layer, and then I'm gonna have to start actually drawing. Living in a disco. Yeah, I definitely want to add more arm toggles. I think just right now I want to get a VTuber done, and then I want to add stuff, which is like weird because normally I don't edit or add to VTubers, but I think that's also just like a habit, not any other reason except it's just the habit. I just don't feel like editing it most of the time, but I really, really like this design enough to where I feel like I would be willing to edit it regularly. Dude, I just like never add anything to VTubers. I like make it and I'm like, that's it. It's done. It will never be anything again. This is its limit. It will never be anything else, which is like really bad. I'm aware that that is not smart. Pop music. Hey Moon, want to hear a joke? Sure. I will happily listen to your joke. Why not? Hickledy-dee, dickledy-dee, your pump-a-rump is now pickle pea. scared to edit Kiri's design because then her 400 real Dark Souls joke. 10 out of 10. Good. I like it. Pop music. Pop music. Pop. See, like, I used to be worried. I was like, ugh, I shouldn't change this design because then people will be upset with me. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna make it canon that every design you see of Jay is canon. Like, he has been that at some point for whatever reason. Like, I don't know how he got a tail, but he probably just found one. I don't know. He probably just made one and was a furry for a while. Like, I don't know. I don't judge Jay for what he does in his free time. You know, any drawing of Jay is canon. So long as it's not, you know, fucking evil. Because there are certain things that Jay would never do. But, like, 98% of drawings of him are just canon. Still on that one. He's Hatsune Miku. Literally, he's just Hatsune Miku. You can't spell my name without the $sign. Yes, I'm colorblind. Pretend like this fleur-de-lis is perfectly symmetrical. Wow, how'd you do that? How'd you do that? So real. So real, Morb. Casino J has definitely been my favorite so far. Not that I hate the other ones, but this one is my favorite. They're all my babies. I gave birth to all of them. Very, very difficult labors. Jay's a little bitch. That is not how arms work. That's why I don't like it. I cannot pick. Casino mention. Oh, that is not how hands work. Ugh. Look away, everyone look away from that. It's not how hands work. No one look. We're just gonna leave that there. Yeah, that's more close to how arms work. I also like this design more because it is significantly more symmetrical than any of his other designs or outfits. The Casino J is just he's very symmetrical. It's actually not what his pupils are gonna look like. One sec. There is something I want to try, but I need to like look into how to do this before I try it. Where I really want to try and see if I can make it so every time he blinks, his pupils roll through like different the four suits. So like a slot machine, but I gotta figure out how the fuck to do that. Yes, I know, it's such a good idea. I just cannot for the life of me figure out how the fuck to execute it. Look at how evil my son is. He's so gorgeous and evil. Like, who made you that gorgeous? Because I know it wasn't me, my son. Drink your blood. Or physics. I would have to figure it out. They would have to like literally like roll like this, or I could have it just be a passive thing connected to breathing where his eyes just constantly do that, but that would be kind of weird. But I'll have to look into it. Because I think it's possible. I think it's very possible. Just not easy to do. Oh, he's so pretty. Look at how pretty he is, bro. This is disgusting. Yeah. I think it would be the same principle. Because the idea I'm having is every time he blinks, it rolls through a couple, and then it goes back to the normal one. I don't want it to be randomized. I want it to, like, stay, like, he has a diamond on one and a spade on the other, but it rolls through the other ones. So, like, you pull a slot machine and it goes back to normal. I'm sure I can figure it out. It's just gonna be a pain in the ass. Because the thing is... One sec. Let me turn this off while I pull this open. Because I did start on making a new VTuber for the casino design. I think I only did... Oh, no. I think I might have done it on my iPad, so there's no way I can show you guys. Unless I, like, send it to myself, and I do not feel up to doing that. Yeah, because this was the most recent, like, Punker J design I've had, and he looks so different. But yeah, no, I don't have the... This one, he's definitely very clown, but I don't know if I'm... There are two wolves inside you. Clown and silly casino man. Okay. Let's see. Hugh Morris. Why are we all mentioning Hugh Morris all of a sudden? That is not how fingers bend. What the fuck was I thinking? Because Kip mentioned Hugh Morris earlier, like the silly audio. So I'm like, where? Punker J has a jester hat. Yep. Because he's... Oh. 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 Oh my gosh. He's a jester. Clowny jester guy. Look, he's got ruffles and he's got a hat and he's very, very silly. Because that's where the name Jay came from. Is because it was supposed to be J short for jester. Because I was not feeling very creative. And then it just stuck. Jayster. Yeah. That's what his full name is Jayster, Jester, Punkard, or whatever. I feel like his forearms are just too thick. I need them to be thinner. Yeah, I think his forearms were straight up just too thick. Yeah. That doesn't... Why are his hands so gay? He's just like, yes. No. We do not need floppy hands. There's no need for you to be floppy-handed. Limp-wristed. Gay or autism? Yes. He's both. He's both in my heart of hearts. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk more about his lore that I came up with, because I talked about it a little bit in Soul's server, and I might end up, like I said, in my own server, writing a short story about how he came to be, the history of vampirism and vampires, and like all that. I'm definitely interested in talking more about it because I like the idea that vampires did exist, but they were like an ancient race of hominins. So like they've not existed in contemporary times where we're like, oh, I'm so afraid of vampires and stuff like that. Like the people that we're afraid of just have traits from the sister species. And Jay was born very close to the extinction of this species. So like he's one of the like hybrid families. He's from one of the hybrid families, kind of like how Neanderthals are extinct because they like interbred with humanity. Hemotophagia, that word, the hemo word, that one means to drink blood. It's a Greek word that we've combined Greek words for. But yeah, it means like when usually it's used to refer to arthropods and other like insects who drink blood. But I thought it would be a cute little thing to put for him. Your hands are simply too fucking... We gotta shorten those, buddy. Your hands are just a little long. Oh my god. Put them back. Yeah. I feel like it's just like they need to be more close to his side. Yeah, you know what? Let's change that, because I've always had... I don't know what to do with the arms. This happens every time I make a VTuber. I'm not even joking. Every single time I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the arms. I never, ever know what to do with the arms. Because that's not how crossed arms look. His arms are way too far apart to... Like his shoulder, like his forearms are too far apart for that. The negotiations guy? Yeah. I feel like that would be a good pose for him to have. Just like, what do you bring to the table? I give you. Okay, we're gonna do something that I don't like to do often, but it helps me sometimes. We're gonna Google VTuber poses. Because I have no creativity in my brain right now. Because I see a lot of people just do like the normal arms down poses, especially when they're actually VTubing, which is like, it's fine. I personally do not enjoy doing it. But it also like allows for the most customization because you can just like draw with the arms straight down, and then you can just have arm toggles and all right, we're erasing your sleeves. We're erasing your sleeves, Jay. No more sleeves for you, buddy. Okay, one sec. I will check in a moment. There we go. That's uneven, but it's fine. It looks good. That's what matters. Literally. Yep. That image is the one I was thinking of, yeah. Me and my shark plushie toggle against the world. For real. Your tuber is so good, Kip. I might just like do I hate to steal because I feel bad, but it's I just wanna like I wanna make a tuber that actually looks like a tuber, you know? I feel like my VTubers never look like they're like VTubers are supposed to. Like, I think this is a way better like base hand arm thing. The issue I always have is forearms, bro. Like, forearms fucking suck. Like, why are they like that? Like, why are forearms shaped the way they are? You know what, Kip? This song that's playing right now, New God, this is a really good Erzatz song. Smile. Yeah, I like that a lot too. I'm trying to lean more into just allowing myself to fall into my own style when I'm making PNG tubers, because like, as you can tell, this is not how I like to draw. This is a very I don't hate my VTuber art style, but it is very different than how I normally draw, and it does stand out when I swap to a VTuber model during stream. It's like, oh wow. Yeah, okay. Yeah, like I feel like it's really hard to explain to people who don't do VTuber rigging, but there is a good style to rig with. And like, if you don't do a good style to rig with, it's just an uphill battle. So like, you end up changing your style a lot to match with rigging. Or at least maybe I'm just weird and that's just a me thing. Yeah, it's so like, I don't know. Because I've been trying to develop my own rigging style, but it just feels so pedestrian compared to what I see online. I'm like, look at that fucking anime boy VTuber. My VTubers never look like anime boy VTuber, or the really, 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 really amazing fucking cow VTuber. that person is so sick. It is not fair how cool they are. That's not fair. Why are they so cool? That have you guys seen this person? I cannot remember their name, but they are a VTuber and their Sona is a cow in a cowboy hat. And they do so many cool, unique things with that, and I'm so jealous of them. I won't even lie to you guys. I'm really jealous of them. Yeah, there are like a lot of stylistic things that go into like flat art that you can't really do when you're planning to, you know, make your art move. Like static art hair can look completely different. Snuffy's old model had the most insane rigging. Yeah, it's really just like there's like two camps I've noticed in the field of rigging, and it's like super realistic and super stylized. And like a lot of the more popular VTubers are like super realism, like, and that's fine. That's valid. But like yeah, you can do basically everything. It's just really difficult. Yeah. Me with the free version. Smile. It's cuz the forearms just keep fucking me up, dude. Most people, well, like, okay, there's like a free version of Live 2D that sucks, and that's the one I use. It doesn't suck, actually. It's basically, I personally think if you're not like a professional rigger, you shouldn't really waste your money on the not free version. But you can get the trial. Yeah, Cubism Editor is the other name for it. You know what? Fuck it. His hands are gonna be straight. I don't care. Because I really do not give a fuck right now. Alright. Strangely empty because when you call my name through them, there will be no answer. Boop, 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 boop. Brother is saluting. He's saluting. I kind of want to have one of his toggles be just like a card in his mouth, just like yum yum yum. I used the free because, yeah, I used the trial version once, and I was like, wow, this changed like absolutely nothing about how I did this, except it let me use more fucking layers. But, like, it didn't really change anything. Oh, yeah, the time limit, yeah. Yeah, that's how fingers work, guys. Totally. Totally. This is how hands are. Don't look at his hands, okay? Don't even worry about it. He's perfect. I can actually make him bigger because I'm not using the whole canvas here. Will you stay young? Put them behind his back, don't worry about it. Exactly. That's what I would do. Alright, guys. Now you get to witness. Alright. Oh, wait, I actually did not realize. Did they reply to me? They did not reply to me. Alright. Do I have my reference photo saved in here somewhere? I do not. Okay. Well, 5 seconds, folks. Not you. Not you. Wrong one. Okay, let me go to my smile. I have like a reference image saved somewhere now. Where did I put it? Where the fuck did I put it? Oh, I put it in my Discord server, obviously. No, guys, but where would I have put my reference image for my character? Parentheses, looks at my references and fan arts channel that I have in my Discord server. Anyways. Hello? What's this one? Oh yeah, this is the random. No, that's not what I meant to click. Don't even worry about it. So this is what we're going to be using for color reference here. All right. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to lean into having kind of thicker lines because looking at my art, I tend to... Wait, let me pull up my favorite. This is my favorite one I've made. I like having thicker lines. I don't really like the very hard to see fucking lines. I get why people do that, but like, me no likey. Me don't like that. I gotta turn up the stabilizer. It's about that time. You know, I always talk about how art is my hobby. Like at university or college, I talk about it sometimes like, oh, I like to draw, and people are like, oh, are you an art major? And when I tell them no, they're like, why not? And I'm like, well, one, people always tell me art will never pay, and two, I don't actually want to like have my entire career be art focused. And for some reason I think a lot of people can't fathom that you have a hobby that you don't want to monetize. Like, no, I don't really feel like making my art into a career, not because I don't think I'm good at it, but just because I don't wanna. It blows some people's minds, I swear to God. Alright. Alright, we're not gonna... This whole process takes fucking ages, guys. I would apologize, but... If you ever get burnt out. Like, exactly. Like, I don't want my... I just like drawing. I just like art. I don't particularly feel like I should make it into a career, and people always seem so shocked when I say that. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not interested in making art a career. They're like, well, what are you gonna do then? I'm like, well, what the amount of people that guess, oh, are you an art major? Yes, sure, whatever makes you happy. I'm not an art major. I'm in an even more useless degree. Yeah. No hate to people whose jobs are art, though. Like, y'all are doing better than me, for sure. I could not handle it. I know for a fact I could not handle it. Like absolutely not. I could not deal with the stress of being an artist as a career. Like, absolutely not, bro. I barely handle the stress of a normal job. Like, okay, here, I'm gonna try something different this time. where normally I have these two, like, connected. I do not dream of labor. I do not dream of labor. I dream of chillin' for my life. I told someone that once and they were like, but you need money to do the things you like to do. And I'm like, you're missing the point. The point is that I don't want to have to do that. The point is, like, you're just missing the point, bro. The Starbucks and the Pentagon sounds like a nice place to work. Like, fuck Starbucks. They're evil. But, like, imagine the gossip you'd hear at the Starbucks and the Pentagon. Imagine. Just imagine that. That's beautiful. What about the McDonald's in the Pentagon? Here's a McDonald's in the Pentagon. Work at the McDonald's in the Pentagon. Okay. That's what his eyes look like in that design, but in every other design I have of him right now, they look different. There's also McDonald's, but I figured the Starbucks to stop reading my mind. There's a McDonald's in the Pentagon. And we're getting the McDonald's in the Pentagon. You know what? We're putting that on right now. One sec. I love this song. I love it. The Pentagon. I work at the McDonald's in the Pentagon. Yeah, there's not a lot of spots for lunch, but it's a killer gig. Whipping up the Big Macs, serve 'em at the Pentagon. Other vendors came in when they're gone. Taco Bell, and there was all that stress at the Panda Express. Fuck Hosier. Fuck Hosier. Silly stew. Spin it on. I do know you know Miles. Wait, do you know Abbott Elementary? Because I have a song that I love. That is, yeah, the show. There's this song I love, ironically, because it is so bad, but it's so good. Like, it's so bad, it's good. And one of the actors in the show, he plays like this not washed up, but like this really, like, I don't know how to explain it. His name is Tariq in the show. So if you know the show, Tariq, he is the guy that sings this song. Not this one, but the song that I like. And I'm gonna play it for you. And just... I don't have a channel redeem, but I do have a command you can use. I've been thinking about making it a channel thing instead, just because the command is annoying. Fourscore and 17 bars ago is one of my favorite things. Here, everyone. 'Cause I've got depression. 'Cause I got depression. This is a good song. Poor VOD watchers, they miss this all the time. Shout out mental illness. Shout out mental illness. Turn... Oh, dude. Seriously, dude. Jesus is the One is one of my favorite songs because it is so stupid. This song is not real, and I love it so much. And I love showing it to people. Here, I'm gonna turn the music down again. I love showing it to people because they're always like, "What the fuck did you just show me?" And I'm like, "I showed you perfection." Love is a battlefield. But yeah, I've been thinking about changing it to a channel point redeem just because, like, shout out mental illness is such a great line. Like, I think about Jesus is the One, parentheses, I've got depression, quite frequently. And, like, I say lines from that song all the time. And it's the same energy as when I say, like, if you can hear me, blank. If you can hear me. Because, like, I don't know. I make a lot of references to random shit that I've seen, like, once and I just think is absolutely hysterical. Such as, Morg can speak to this one. Such as this meme I saw that said, "No time for that, Mark Antony." And I have clung to that. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. That is a beautiful, beautiful meme. No time for that, Mark Antony. No time for that, Mark Antony. We truly have no time for that, Mark Antony. We got places to be. We've got to save this doggone empire. This is so sad. I love having stupid memes that no one understands. That sounds like my parents are home from their adventure with the dog. God, I've been live for 3 hours. How about this? This I'm gonna put on the shelf because I can't get the eye shape that I want, so I'm gonna put this on the shelf for now. Are there any emotes you guys would like? I will let you guys pick a follower emote to make if you guys feel so inclined. Because I do not know. I ran out of like emote ideas. The only one I've had, and don't laugh, okay? Like, simply because like I know I have a thing with like drinking tea. I can't get the shape right. One sec. It's gonna be so funny, guys, I promise. Okay. Nope, that's not how faces are. Okay, right. And then in the cup of tea. Right. Maybe one day, maybe when I'm learning German again, you'll make me listen to the German podcasts. No, we are not listening to this song on stream. That's fine. Alright. Okay, just trust the vision, okay. Okay. He has longer ponytail this time because all of his hair is pulled back. Okay. 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 See the vision. See the vision. And then we do that. I don't think the circles look right, but he has a little face mask on. Yes. Yes, little face mask on. Okay, okay. And he's in a little spa. He's in a spa. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He's in a spa. Guys, this peak. You can't tell me it's not peak. You can't tell me this isn't absolutely adorable. This is so cute. You'd be lying if you didn't think this is cute. No, you're fine, Morg. I was just making a silly emote idea that I may or may not use. Don't even worry about it. You've missed 0 things. Perhaps negative things. I do, however... I think I might end up calling it here, actually. You actually gained things? Oh. Hell yeah. I might call stream here, because I've been live for 3 hours. And I've drawn quite a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and we'll raid somebody, of course. Don't worry. /raid. Don't worry, chat. We're gonna go ahead and raid, you know, everyone's favorite. We're gonna raid my husband. Give me 1 sec. Soul. Alright. Can I not raid him? Why does it not say why does it say I can't raid him? Whatever. We're gonna do this. Yeah, I'll hop on Rivals with you, don't worry. I don't mind. We're gonna go ahead and raid Soul though. Send him lots of love. Thank you guys so much for dropping in. I've really enjoyed the past couple of streams we've had. I've been really excited, and hopefully I will be doing more stuff soon, probably on